Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Blade Plays Populous the Beginning. Let us continue now, loading a game. Alright, so we have our Young Blade save. This level is called Night Falls. It is against a different tribe. This time we'll be facing the Matak. Now we must face the Matak tribe. I sense many warriors ready to stand against us. In my vision, we are aided by magic from a stone head. There must be a way to reach it. So now the flyby mode will show us the stone head, but it is over to the side. Then we have this totem pole. Totem poles are a lot like stone heads. Here's the Vault of Knowledge. This one will let us acquire a spell. As you can see, the enemy has a lot more stuff, and that's what I was talking about. In this game, basically every level is more like this. The enemy has a lot more resources and whatnot than you do at the start. Now you'll notice, though, the enemy still does not have a reincarnation site. I believe this is the last level that does that. Every other level after this, the enemy will have a reincarnation site. So, starting things off here, this totem pole. Totem poles are a lot like stone heads. The main difference is that stone heads basically always give you a spell, whereas a totem pole will usually do something that will manipulate the terrain or something else in some way. This totem pole creates a land bridge right here. Let's get started building up stuff. So you'll notice that the villager automatically came over here. I didn't tell him to do that. Because, again, oh. Alright. So the land bridge has been created. My shaman has finished worshipping over there. I'll do this. This here is a guard tower. It's a building you have not yet acquired, and there's no Vault of Knowledge for that in this level. They just give this to the enemy. Okay, so now you'll notice this stone head requires 2 followers. So, but I don't want to move my shaman because my shaman is kind of my primary means of defense since I don't have any warriors. So I don't want to have her go worship that. Instead, I will have this guy and this guy go worship that. And he can help this guy work on this. You want to build in even numbers, so now one guy will go get wood while the other guy is building in here, and that's how it works. If I add a third guy, this doesn't actually increase my speed at all because he just goes and works on this, and adding wood is what actually makes the building go faster. Now I could manually do this and have these guys bring wood over, but they don't actually build with it. And he's also doing bad pathing. Alright, so this stone head has given us the tornado spell. That does exactly what you would think it does. It summons a tornado. Okay, we gotta get this finished. So I'm gonna right click here, and this brings us up to the map view. And I'm looking around here, all these different... Oh, we got another one. I think we only get 2? No, we get 3. Cool. So, all these different symbols here mean things. When you're facing the Matak, these green triangles can be a little bit confusing. These are trees, and the Matak are the same color. The diamonds are warriors, the circles are braves, and a very large circle, like this, is the shaman. So, right now, they aren't sending anything to the top. Yep, so that's how much we got out of that. And now these 2 guys can go and make another hut. Okay, and now we have this. Yeah, 5 warriors will be good. So I want to raid this Vault of Knowledge here. This contains the Swarm spell, which goes here. The Swarm spell summons a swarm of wasps that... It doesn't do much damage, but it will cause your followers to become uncontrollable. They'll run around screaming, trying to not get hit by the wasps. So I will need to be careful with how I do this. Shamans are not affected by the swarm spell, but other than that, every follower that you have is affected by it. I will need to not go that near to the enemy shaman, and the swarm spell's range is as long as the range of lightning from the level before, so she can probably cast it since she's in a guard tower. The higher you are, the further you can cast spells. So since she's in a guard tower, she can probably cast the swarm spell all the way out to here. So I'll need to be careful and not send my warriors too far before I'm ready to have them get hit with that spell. Yeah, I will build another hut. And this is a little bit unfortunate. I don't care as much, but when you build a structure where a tree is supposed to be, the tree will not grow back. And so this here, it's going to take up the spot of the tree that was here, and I think it'll get rid of this tree too. But I'm okay with that because I don't need that much wood this level. Again, in future levels, when you have fewer resources and it's more difficult, I'm going to be worried about that kind of stuff, and I'm going to have to plan my building around... Yeah, see, he had to cut down that tree to finish this. I'll have to plan my building around the trees and make sure that I don't cover them over with building plans. Alright, so I showed you guys before, the building tab lets you add buildings, spell tab lets you control spells. This last tab is your follower panel, and it allows you to control your followers. It tells me how many followers I have idle. It also tells me how many followers I have resting in huts and working, and there's more stuff that will appear down here as we go on in the game, but again, the game does not provide you with irrelevant information. So, since these things are not relevant right now, it doesn't show them. And then, of course, these is your selected followers. So if I select these guys, it'll say I have 5 warriors selected. And it's really nice how that works. The Braves go here, warriors go here, and again, there are 3 more classes of followers, but it doesn't show you that until you get those followers. So many games, they just have that stuff here, and it'll be like, oh look, your priests are gonna be here when you finally get them. But that doesn't matter if you don't have them yet. These guys I'll send here. I don't really need this many resting in huts because I don't have that many spells to use, nor do I have that much training going on. But it's alright. You'll notice that the enemy hasn't really done anything to attack me. I thought the enemy could attack you in this level. I thought I would get attacked at some point, and I wanted to show that. But maybe they don't attack you in this first level. Well, second level. Well, I can show that in the next level. In the next level, they do attack you. Alright, so I will gather up these 10 warriors. And I like to use... There's a command called guard. So if I press G, my 10 warriors will guard my shaman. And I like to do that so that I can... If I'm going to attack with my shaman, I can just move my shaman, and it makes it easier to manage the followers. In this case, I'm going to be attacking this, and I am going to use the tornado spell to take this down. So I'm gonna bring her closer. There we go. Boom. Oh, gotta be careful though. That tornado can pick me up too. It is indifferent once it is cast to what is there. Alright, so now my warriors will automatically attack people as they show up. I'll blast this guy. You'll notice the blast did not kill the warrior. Warriors have much more health. Okay, I want to see here. Is their shaman doing anything? No, she's still just sitting in her hut. So I'm fine with that. Okay. I will now bring my shaman over. Oh! I was hoping my warriors would come with. But I want my shaman... Yep, now my shaman's fighting this guy. Okay, good, they're coming with. I want my shaman to be able to raid this Vault of Knowledge so I can get the Swarm spell. And having these guys guard her will just mean that any people who show up to try to fight my shaman, they'll just automatically attack. And their shaman is still sitting here. Right. I have acquired the Swarm spell. And when you acquire a spell, you get 1 charge of it at the start. And then the rest of it charges up. Now, I could use the Tornado spell to take out this building, but that's not that useful. I talked about, in the last episode, I talked about how these buildings have levels, and each level is based on how much wood is used to build it. Huts technically only have 3 levels, so I only need to break it 3 times to destroy it. So I would prefer to do that. With these guys, as opposed to the Tornado spell can destroy, but it depends. The Tornado spell is somewhat random in how much it destroys. Sometimes it'll completely destroy this, which has 5 levels. Sometimes it'll completely destroy this, which has like 8. It just depends on how the spell goes. And the Swarm spell is completely random. Here, I will show you guys that. So if I cast the Swarm spell here, the Swarm will move around. It's going to go into the hut. And now it drives those guys out, and then it'll just keep moving around randomly. It might go into this hut, or it might just float around. Okay, now it's going into the Warrior Training Hut, and the spell's over. A few of the spells are just kind of random in how they work. Some are very precise. It just depends on the spell. Alright, I will bring my Shaman over here now. I want to use the Tornado to wipe out this guard tower and kill their Shaman. Alright, so I'll have these 3 guys guard me, because I think, yeah, she's got 3 guys over there. Okay, if I take out this last hut here, they won't be able to generate any more followers. Oh, they're coming to try to... Oh, they're attacking me. No, stop them. That's alright. Okay, I'll go take out their Shaman. She's gonna probably cast Swarm to try to stop me, but it'll only stop my followers. Oh. Okay. And she fell in the water. We did it. Okay, and this building is damaged, so it can't regrow followers, and my other guys killed them. Excellent. So we have done it. We have won the 2nd level. And again, pretty easy, but the levels get progressively more difficult. In the first level, we got a building that gives us a new kind of unit. This level, we got a new kind of spell, and we get to take this with us. Next level, we get to see yet another kind of unit. So our statistics, we won 35 fights. We didn't lose any followers again. I'm surprised by that. I would have expected us to lose some followers. Alright, so this level is called Crisis of Faith.